Hi guys, so I have one more brand new launch that Die Impress bought to their site, mydieimpress.com, to share with you guys. It's the Christmas Shadow Box stamps and dies. So these items were sent free of charge for my review. Of course, all opinions are my own, and any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items through those links. And with Die Impress, that is an affiliate code that if you use the code VCDP at checkout, you will receive 10% off your purchase. And again, that's an affiliate code. So if you guys recall, they had a little room like this. It was the sewing room, and this is the Christmas room, basically, or a little scene, if you would like to use it that way. So I will link that video because I think today I'm going to do something a little bit different. Why not? So I'll link the original video to the sewing room so you'll know how to put it together. Really simple. You're going to have these dies here. These larger dies. Look at that. Really nice size die. Of course, it'll fit in the marquee, but I'll measure it for you guys anyhow. The largest die is metal to metal. It's like 7.5 inches. And then I'm talking about the end to the end, and about 4 1/8 in the other direction. Big die. And then you place your windows or your door or whatever it is as you're working with it. So it'll tell you here. And again, it's very much the same way we put together the sewing room. As you can see, all the little windows and everything, you know, 1 window, 2 windows. It's, you know, customizable to whatever you would like. And as you build it up, you're just going to glue it together, and it does collapse. So basically that's why everything's kind of like they're showing you here. It's kind of flat, and then you stick it down so that you can send it off. I believe, yeah, it'll tell you at the end here. Finished shadow box will fit in a 5x7 envelope. So by the time you collapse it down, it'll fit into your envelope there. But so cute. And then you just stagger whatever it is that you want. You know, in the background, maybe you have some of the stamping, maybe you have the little fireplace with the stockings. How cute is that? And then we have Christmas tree with some gifts and all the different things you can add to your fireplace there. And then, you know, maybe Santa and a little gift in the front, so you have your like 3 layers kind of looking through there. Really sweet. So that's the instruction, but let's see what we have here. So again, we have all the dies. I love that we have a little window die because honestly you can just use that for whatever you like, right? The little window is like the door, kind of French door feel there to it. And then you have your fireplace. These are the mechanism pieces, and then of course pieces that cut the garland and everything else that you have here. So I'll measure little Santa for you. He is like 3 inches tall, and our little tree is about 3.5 inches tall. And I love that you have like this brick kind of pattern there. Holly Jolly, Merry and Bright, it's the season, your sentiments. Look at the little stockings. Oh my goodness. So cute. So I'm going to grab some paper and ink, of course, and we will get started. Okay, so to get started, I have some marker paper, like the kind you would use for alcohol ink markers. And I'm just going to stamp my little Santa Claus, and I think I'm going to stamp several of the stockings. And we're going to make a little card that way. So I have this little guy here. And we can do the stockings all at once, I suppose. You don't have to. Just give yourself some room for your die. Sweet. And where did I put the top of my, there it is. Alright. And if I need to ink it up again, I'll do that. But for now, I'm just going to use some hybrid ink. So if I were to change my mind, I could use a water-based marker or pen or whatever, but we're just going to use that there. And again, firm, even pressure. They're acrylic stamps. They're a little softer. I missed that one little spot right there. It looks like right here. Pretty good. I think that's all I'm going to do. I might repeat a couple of the stockings, just depending on how many I want to do. I want to put like a little garland behind Santa Claus, so I might need a few more, but I'll be right back. I'm going to let that dry really well before you use alcohol ink markers with hybrid inks, because if you just go right in, it's just going to smear, so you have to make sure it's dry. I'll be back. While it's drying, I'm going to go ahead and just cut down some pattern paper. I have this 4x6 card base. Again, if you're making your own, it'd be 8x6, scored at 4 inches. I'm going to cut this down to probably 3 7/8 by 5 7/8. And I'll be right back. And just to add a little more texture, I just wanted like a kind of simple pattern in the background. So that's why I grabbed this paper. And this other side's really, really cute, but oh well. Alright, so we're going to do that. And then I'm going to take the little bricks. And let me grab some red ink. Oh, I have some red here. That might work. And I'm just going to let this be really just kind of fun, so I'm not trying to do this perfectly or anything like that. I'm just going to go in there and just add a little here. Maybe, I was going to say maybe a second generation stamping, but there. Okay, I'm just going to kind of go through this. Just add a little inking, just for fun. And I did some second generation, so once you stamp and it's already been used, I just kind of turned it and kept stamping so it would do like some little like ghosting of the same little brick pattern. Okay, I'm going to clean up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'll just simply glue that on here. And then I'll just do my little background paper. And then this, I just grabbed some of the colors I'll be using. Of course, I'll use tons of different greens and other colors on the little stockings. But, let's see. So whenever I have something that's white, I like to use like a gray or very light blue to kind of depict that. And so just like really easily, this is ash light. And I'll just take it and just kind of, well, his little gloves can be a color, but let's leave it like that. And maybe around here. Just a little something, If I'm gonna leave it white. And his beard too. Just a little something. Yeah, put that a little bit more there. And then for skin tones, with the Diamond Press colors, I like to use the neutral sets. And just kind of start on the edge. I might just use medium and light. Just kind of go in here. And then blend it through. If you want to give them little pink cheeks, you can do the cheeks a little different color. I think that's the only skin that's showing, so that's that. And then again with the red, I always, light, medium, well, light, dark, medium, and then light again. So if I'm using the light, let's just act like we're going to color his little sleeve. Okay, so I'm going to leave a middle section just so it looks rounded. So light, and then I go in with the dark. A little bit of that. And then I'll put a little bit of medium. Kind of pulling that out. And then go back through the whole thing with the light. Just pull that through. Again, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to color his little gloves yet, but same thing for the sleeves, wherever I can get in here, With the black, I usually just use the darkest grays I have. So like his boots and then this area, his belt will be a very dark gray. The little yellow, sometimes I'll use even gel pens. So like his little buckle can be like gold, a little shimmery. So I'll use this color here and just do that. And it'll add just a little shimmer. And I might even use these to color the socks because they have such a nice fine point. That's the socks, the stockings. It makes it really easy to color them in. So, alright, well, I'll be back. Okay, guys, I actually use the same red and green pens just to color everything. Do a little opposite, like the striping and all that. So anyway, we do have our die, of course, to cut out our Santa, and I think I can just eyeball that and that should be okay. And then our little stockings, which I can see that looks pretty good, but I just want to make sure it's going to really hit that spot there. So let me grab a scrap of paper. This is as good a scrap as any, and what I'm going to do is just trim this down real quick. This could be smaller. And I'm going to just put that on there. Run it through the marquee. And I may have failed to mention this set comes with the elongated cutting folder for those larger dies that are in there. Sorry if I shook the camera at all there. And so I should cut this down too, leaving myself a little bit of room there. And for each one of these little guys, all I'm going to do is come to it like this, and then just leave that so it's just hinging. And so when I run it through, I can see exactly where I'll be cutting. And just sticking that down. The tape was big enough where I can kind of use the tape itself to do that. And run it through, and I'll do the same thing for each one, just reusing that little window I've created. And I will cut them all out. Look at that. So again, just hinge it open, looking through, letting the tape it down, and run it through. And I'll be back. So I have my little stockings here. And again, I just eyeballed this one. Pretty good. And so I was planning to put him like in here, and then these little guys up here. Using some twine. I think I'm just going to stick the twine down, and then we'll put the stockings just kind of near that. I'm just going to cut this down. If it was something like this, you know, and then we'll have these little guys on there. So, let me think. How do I want to do this? Just to make it look cute on the end, you can put a little, I think I'll just put like a little knot like that. And then another one around here. And then we'll just lay it out so that works. Trim off whatever I don't need. Something like that. Okay, and I'm going to hold that down with some glue. So here, for sure. And you can hold this down with hot glue, of course. There. And I was going to glue this down, but maybe I'll put some little glue points just to tack it down. But for now, I'm just going to hold it like that. But what I mean by that is I'll just pick it up and then like maybe tack some glue down, you know, to hold it. Like there. Maybe here. Okay, I'll be back. And in the meantime, I'll probably put some... Should I put dimensionals? You know what? I think I would just use regular glue. I was going to put dimensional, but I think I'll just pop it up there and then glue it down here so it has the dimension just from the way it's glued. Okay, I'll dimensional on the back of this, but in the meantime, I'm going to take the 'Tis the Season, and I'm just going to stamp it on here. If I had thought about it before, I would have done that first before I put this dimensional piece here. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and set this up on my stamping press, and I'll probably just tape it down, to be honest, because again, I already have that thickness there. And if Santa's going to be here, and our little stockings are there, maybe 'Tis the Season. Where are we putting him? Down here. Yeah, like right there. So I'm going to line that up as well as I can. Let me see if that looks straight. Looks pretty straight to me. And I'll use Memento ink, even though I do like using VersaFine for something like words, but I'll just do that. Aw, I'm gonna darken it up. Do it one more time. Really nice. Okay, I'm gonna clean this up and I'll be right back. So we can put this little guy down. So cute. And then these guys, like I said, I'm just going to glue them down since I have 5. And maybe I'll put this guy there and this guy since they're similar. And then these 2 guys. And then this guy in the center. So all I'm going to do is put a little glue at the very bottom, a little glue at the top there. And I'm just going to hang them with care. So again, just glue at the very tip and then on the little loop area, and I'm just going to glue them down. Gosh, you guys, they're so cute. And that's my card. So thanks for watching, guys. Just another way to use this set. Pretty quick and easy there. And I'll have images coming up. I'll have the links in the description box. Thank you so much, Diamond Press, for sending these items for review. And have fun, guys. I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.